Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into the Silly Goose Sports Talk. I'm Big T.
And I'm Skippy. And before we get into today's episode, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help us bring you our take on the latest sports news. So, we have Brendan on today.
Yes, sir. We have the man, the
orange-haired
myth, the legend,
Redskins fellow.
the man,
To talk
the
about how
legend.
terrible the commies are.
Well,
And also the recent loser of the Silly Goose Sports Talk fantasy.
well,
We'll talk about that in like 5 minutes.
all right. Before we talk about the fantasy championship, we do have some Washington Commanders to talk about. How about that? 26-6 blowout of the Dallas Cowboys. That was nice to see. Sam Howell got his first career touchdown pass to Terry McLaurin after the Cowboys punter forgot how to catch the ball.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that play, Brendan?
I was like heading to church and I looked back and like his name's like Anger or something. And I was like, yo, what? They
Well,
blocked the punt.
Anger
I was
was
like, yeah.
probably pretty angry after that, I'll tell you that.
Yep. Ugh. And then I saw the pass to McLaurin where I was walking the door and I felt like really angry and happy at the same time.
Yeah, because
like,
I have Terry on my fantasy team.
Yeah. I was
But
like, bro, why'd
Sam
it have to be
Howell,
Terry?
well, a couple touchdowns later and a couple of missed field goals and PATs by Joey Sly. Well, he'll probably cut him by the end of the year. And yeah, Washington comes out with a 26-6 victory to close out the season 8-1, which is just the pinnacle of just mid.
Yeah.
I mean,
with Sam Howell, we probably would have beat the Browns.
I feel like, yeah. But the problem is this team so streaky. This happens every year. They start off terribly and then they go on a super hot streak, but at that point it's too late and then they start losing again and when they lose their steam.
Yeah.
Every year this happens. I mean, in 2020 it was bad enough to where the division was bad enough for one. But how many years of this before something actually works?
Probably another 15, Timmy.
However, the ownership change can probably bring about a lot.
Yeah,
Hey,
and Howell's
who
probably
knows?
our future, hopefully.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I would love and hope to see. All I really want to see is offensive lineman taken in the first round of the draft. That's what I really want to see. Because we let Brandon Sheriff go. We let Trent Williams walk. And these guys we kind of screwed Trent Williams over though.
Yeah. Although our offensive line held up really well against Dallas.
But was Dallas even really trying on that game?
I mean,
because they knew.
I don't know.
Look, the Eagles were destroying the Giants pretty much the whole game. And Dallas knew that there was probably no shot of them getting the first seed, winning the division. I don't know. I'd like to say that Dallas was trying and that we destroyed them, but this team that goes into a must-win game versus in a do-or-die situation to make the playoff, they go and just roll over and die, yet can absolutely knock the pants off of a Dallas team in a meaningless game.
Also, I don't know what's gonna be with like Dak or anything. He looked terrible. Like,
yeah,
that was so bad, dude.
You should have him on your fantasy team every year. Then we win the division.
Bro,
too soon, too soon.
I thought he was gonna blow them out, but
yeah, I thought we were gonna lose big time.
Yeah.
But anyways, next season, I don't know. Yeah, maybe playoff. It's too early.
There's always next year.
Oh yeah, we've been saying that since 1991.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of Pittsburgh just because that's what some people do listen for. So yeah, playoff hopes are dead in the water because the Jets are bad.
Joe Flacco does it again.
That sums that up. Jets lost to the Dolphins, screwed us over, but we did beat the Browns 28-14. Also, a fun little stat here. This is apparently the first time since 2012 where the Steelers have not come first or second. So, but it's the 33rd year in a row that they finished with a better record than the Browns. So that's something.
The Browns we're talking about. So
Hey, listen to me. Let me have my victory.
At least we're not the worst team in the NFL. I'll just say that.
yeah, we're not the Bears. Well, the Texans. The thing about the
Wait,
Texans is the Texans beat the Colts on a 2-point conversion to win the game, but they lost the first pick, and their coach got fired that night.
who's the worst team in football?
The Bears. The Bears got the first overall pick, but they already have a quarterback in Justin Fields.
So the Bears only won how many games?
The
Three?
Bears won 3, I believe.
Okay.
Wow,
That's weird.
That's 3 too many.
Look, we
also-
beat the Bears.
Wow.
Barely, dude. And that was with Carson.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Well, also another fun little stat just to show the NFL's superiority. Apparently, 82 of NFL games were the top 100 most watched TV shows in 2022. And so that's
Wow.
including stuff like the Oscars and crap.
Look, the thing about that really wows me is that most of those games are not nationally televised, and most of those other shows are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a local football game, like a Washington versus Philly game, is only going to be broadcast on the East Coast, whereas these award shows are those are televised. These like local market games are outperforming these national award shows. Shows a how bad the music industry is becoming, and B how much cable network TV is still massive, even though the numbers are slipping.
Yeah.
Which is I don't know if NFL Plus counts to those numbers because I've used Plus a lot this season.
Same.
I need to cancel that subscription during the off season because I don't want to pay 50 worthless bucks.
It was a steal, though. I will admit that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're probably going to raise it for next year, though.
Yeah. But a quick question. Since the year's over for both of our teams, what was your favorite game of the year for both of you?
Oh,
I don't know.
Mine was the Eagles and Commanders.
Part of me wants to say the Redskins Titans game because we were there.
Yeah.
But Wentz ruined that experience for us.
Oh.
I mean, Heartbreak Hotel in the FedEx Field parking lot was something else.
Oh yeah. That was great, bro.
Yo, and how I will say my favorite game of the year had to be a close one. I gotta say the Bills Vikings game was absolutely insane.
Yeah, that was a good game. Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember that.
That was amazing.
I agree. That probably my favorite game. For the Steelers, there was nothing very exciting this year, but I'll put beating the Ravens 16-14 because screw the Ravens. So there.
Oh, also, good news. After that scary incident, Damar Hamlin is doing a lot better.
Yeah,
which is really good to hear because that was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on
leave,
so he's out of the hospital.
Yeah,
and that's good.
That brings an end to the regular NFL. Let me pull up the.
Well, yeah, let's see. It's fantasy though.
The fantasy team.
With we have the loser here just in time.
Bro, I wanted to come on because I thought I was gonna kick Timmy's butt.
But,
listen, it would have been very funny.
Look, what makes this game even more surprising was that that Joe Burrow wasn't even able to finish the game last week. Which I did not expect that to happen, to be honest with you.
I know.
I was like, what?
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
I'm not sure. I think that was like the first
that
time.
series.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I think that might have been one of the first times that they've ever like completely suspended a game like that.
Yeah.
But
all right. So
I'm not sure
run here. I'm gonna run through the standings. Just this is including the playoffs for us non top four. So at number 12, it's your grandfather Timmy, the Team Fred Tom Bears 5-9-0, and then somehow Team Mukal squeezed it in at 11
What?
with 2-12-0.
Weren't they like 0-6, bro?
They were 2-12. So I don't know why they're above 12. I guess they beat
I think
someone
they
else.
won.
Maybe
I think
statistic wise.
maybe they won. They won the last game,
Oh, that's probably why.
which is the
Uh,
consolation ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we also have Team Shy, number 10, 5-9. And then we have good old Harrison, 7-7.
How did
at
he?
number 8.
Harrison's team was doing
Harrison
so
yeah,
team
Harrison
fell
deleted the
off.
fantasy app. He was so angry. I remember
He
was done. I was like, dang. I was like, don't you want to see me win? And he was like, no. I was like, darn.
Your team,
And I didn't
his
win.
team went into the ground. It was very unfortunate. And you know what's even worse? Team Tidy Whitey, number 1. Snuck past Harrison, 6-8.
Oh, wow.
Outrageous. Pennsylvania Boneheads,
Yeah.
8-6. Dream Team at number 6, 8-6. And then I just missed out on the playoffs. I'm number 5, 7-7. And now we get to the top 4. So
Which finished 9-5 in the regular season.
Mr. G Dodgeball King, the Mr. Producer, 9-5. He was 4th place because, yeah.
His team bombed.
Yeah, his team fell off hard.
Oh
yeah. Okay, when I faced him, I was terrified like the first week, and then when I faced him again, I was like, I'm still terrified, but not as much. And then I started to see the downfall, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. His team has been doing really crappy, but he did apparently win like $200 from his paid league. So.
Nice.
Oh wow! So I doubt he cares about our crappy one. We have Tibor he's 3rd place, and then we have old Timbo and Brendan. Brendan is
We
9.
duked it out for the championship.
Yeah. What was the final score?
I'm
Don't
pulling
wanna
that
talk
up
about
right
it.
now. After week, hold on, it doesn't show week 1, but
It was 162 to 203, I think, right?
I know the final score was 204.2 to 160.8. I don't know how that happened. It looks like Christian Kirk was who saved my butt.
Oh wow!
You'll get him
Nick
next
Chubb
season, Brendan.
I guess Jefferson just didn't want to play or anything. Like, just what? Last 2 weeks,
He only had
1.5 and then
two.
7.2.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But I think your real downfall was Leonard Fournette with 0 net yards, and he got 1.4 points.
I was
Dude,
like,
everyone
what?
on your team did so terribly.
And yeah, and
Jalen Waddle
I didn't want to start. No, Jalen, shut up. Jalen Waddle is so inconsistent. It's unbelievable.
he got 10.3 points, so he's not necessarily bad.
I mean, he was supposed to get like 17 points. So.
Oh, Mr. Paris Campbell got 12.8.
I know. I was so angry when I saw that. I was like, why didn't I start him?
And the problem is, the kicker I had on my bench, Evan McPherson, did better than Tyler Bass, the kicker I started, by 4 points.
Yeah, wow. Timmy's team popped off this week. Brendan's went into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I went from scoring 300 points the first weekend.
Yeah.
To
my dad's
team
also crashed and burned. Harrison's team very badly crashed and burned. My team has just been very mid.
But yeah, that was my first year. I had no idea what I was doing.
Is this
the first 5
season?
weeks?
Well,
within the first 5 weeks, I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh wow.
Well, we know next season is going to be a really fun season.
Next season can be fun.
Sure.
The third annual Goose Sports Talk.
Oh, I have a funny story to tell him. Because within the first 5 weeks, Harrison was trading me players. Like, only people I have left from my auto draft. I didn't even get a draft because I wasn't even home.
Ooh.
The only 2 players I had that are still on my team is, I think, it's Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott, and that was it.
Oh wow.
But all my players had come from Harrison, even Jefferson. Harrison thought it was a good idea to trade Mark Andrews for Jefferson.
Harrison threw.
Why
He
would you
And I
trade
was
threw.
like,
Justin Jefferson?
and I was like, all right. I
Why
was
would
like,
you trade Justin
Timmy,
Jefferson?
And I was
That's why
like,
Harrison fell off.
only in Nebraska.
and I was just looking at this trade and I'm pretty sure this is really good. And I'm like, because I had no idea what like to do. So I just accepted it. And
Nebraskans, am I right?
Harrison was like, ha ha ha, I scammed you. I was like, oh no. And then I got like
Well,
a lot of good players from that. So
well, there's no wonder his fantasy team fell off if he's traded Justin Jefferson.
That was a foolish decision.
yeah, because like at one point Jefferson got me like 3 games with over 30 points straight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then the week after
Oh,
that he got like 1.5, and I was like,
Yeah.
All right, well we can breeze past NHL here.
Mr. Yeah, well, the Caps were doing pretty good in NHL. They
Yeah,
got
well-
2-1-1 in the week. Backstrom and Wilson are back from injury, so the gang's
there
back
you go.
together.
Yeah,
So,
well,
Didn't
Penguins just
Ovechkin
freaking.
tie
Huh?
someone recently for the goals?
Ovechkin tied
Yeah.
and passed Gordie Howe for second place on the all-time goal list a few weeks ago. He now sits at 807 career goals, I believe it's the number right now. Yeah, I think it's 807, but I'm not going to Google it right now.
Wow,
Yeah. I need to get back into hockey.
Yeah.
When the playoffs come around, let's just put it that way. That's what the Caps fans do.
Well, look, the thing about the Caps is the Caps started off really bad this year, but
Yeah.
honestly, in the past month and a half, they've really popped up and doing really well. So
I cannot say the same about the Penguins. I mean, we've been very up and down this season. Depends on who's injured and who's not. For games, Luis, we lost
10 years. The Penguins have been up and down.
Yeah, that sums us up.
They're
Lost
either
the
going to win the
Bruins
cup or lose in the
2-1.
first
Lost
round.
to Vegas 5-2. Yeah, and then we beat Arizona 4-1. So pretty irrelevant week.
Yeah, like no baseball though, pretty much.
Yeah.
I miss baseball. I want it to come
Same.
back. You know what? Okay, you know what's wacky? The college championship.
Oh goodness, that was bad.
Poor TCU has been getting their face kicked in.
Yeah, that is like a skull fracture, blunt force trauma. 65-7.
Oh my god.
Georgia obliterates them.
That's just
that
brutality.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was this a playoff game or was this the championship?
This was
the national championship.
Pal.
National championship.
Oh, I didn't
That
see
was
that.
bad.
I probably live under a rock. I didn't see that.
Oh, it's okay.
I mean, it was yesterday because I looked up a Google. I'm so confused. It said yesterday. I looked at the clock. It's 12, it's 12 a.m. I know.
Is that the like highest scoring
national championship game since like 1980 something. That's what I saw.
Is that the biggest blowout in a championship game?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, so that's Georgia. Second did they win last year, right?
Yeah, they won last year. They won this year. So Georgia's back-to-back national.
Back-to-back. This was a perfect season.
Dynasty.
Wow.
It would have been so awesome to see a Georgia versus Tennessee national championship with a healthy Hendon Hooker. I love that guy.
Cool. That would be cool. Yeah, well, that's college for the year, so we'll see you in a big college football. Timmy,
we'll hibernate and go
Timmy,
back.
When does race cars go for? When does that happen?
The Clash is February 5th, but that was the race that I had you over for at the start of the year last year, the one that was weird.
Well, so that was fun.
We're not doing that again. But
why?
That was fun, but the racing there was kind of nah.
Yeah, the racing there was.
But the actual season gets. Yeah, the
Listen,
actual
Tim,
season.
It was that or the
season
Pro
gets
Bowl.
kicked off on February 19th.
You almost went to the Pro Bowl?
No, we were watching.
We could have watched the Pro Bowl, but we decided
it was
not
the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl. So
it was
I hate the Pro Bowl.
NASCAR race.
I just like
the Pro
games
Bowl
they
is
play.
just like crappy backyard football.
Yeah,
no one's trying to get themselves injured.
We could put on a better show. We could put on a better show than the Pro Bowl in like Brendan's
Timmy,
backyard.
we should do live.
Easy.
We should do live commentary for Sports Tuesday.
Dude.
Except we're not. The only reason we wouldn't is because it's your last year. So
You know what I've always wanted
Wouldn't
the
do
youth
that.
groups to do? I've always wanted them to start like their own little sports leagues.
That would be cool, but
that'd be fun. But we don't have enough people.
Like a flag football. For our youth group, I think we have enough.
that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Playing against like Soy and stuff, dude.
But if we can't
That
do
would
that
be
to we
fun.
can't do that to Soy. That would
Who do
be
they have?
cruel.
4 kids?
Cruel and unusual. I mean, they rely on our youth group for sustenance.
Anyways, we do have some the Wizards to talk about. The Wizards are the Wizards are doing about the same as the Chicago Bears. Poop.
Oh. Yeah, it sums that up pretty well.
Sucks.
I don't know what you expected to me. They've never been good. They will never be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Brendan, are you ready for Skippy's bad joke telling?
What do you mean bad? They're great.
Yikes.
They're
I hear Timmy's half the time. I don't know if I can take this, bro.
All right, Timmy. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
No.
Timmy, don't cry. Don't cry, Timmy. Do you need like a tissue?
We
or something?
all knew that was coming.
Well, you felt
Timmy, you threw that.
All right, Timmy. Why was the computer cold?
Why?
It left its windows open.
Oh my gosh.
That was bad.
Hey, Brendan. Why was the math book sad?
Because he had so many problems.
Gosh,
like that.
dang it.
Yes.
Why? That's not allowed.
I know that one.
You can't just do that.
Got him.
Why don't dinosaurs drive cars?
I don't know. You tell me.
Because they're dead.
Oh. Yeah, that one was good. That one was good.
I mean, it should be obvious to me.
Why can't the Bears drive cars?
Why?
Just like the Washington Commanders' playoff hopes.
Yeah, pretty much. Timmy, what do you get when you cross a chicken and a cement mixer? A bricklayer.
What? Your thing completely died out.
Yeah.
What do you get when you get what do you get when you cross a chicken and a cement mixer? A cement mixer.
What?
A bricklayer. See, it's a chicken, but a brick layer, like it lays the. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You guys are too stupid.
I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at your pathetic delivery of it.
Shut up, Timmy. Let's see here. Hey, Timmy, knock knock.
Trying too hard. Who's there?
A little old lady.
A little old lady who?
Oh, Tim, I didn't know you could yodel.
No.
Well, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. These were really bad this week.
Okay,
dead as mine.
The dead dinosaur one was actually funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I might steal that and use it at work.
You better credit me. Alright, so we have Potato of the Week here.
We'll
So we don't actually have a Potato of the Week, but we do have a very big potato as a guest. Brendan, you are now Potato of the Week. I'm going to give you a little trophy in the mail because you lost fantasy football to Timmy. So.
Do I get a trophy for winning? What do I get for winning?
No, you gotta call Brendan a potato.
We should do a loser's punishment next year.
Ooh,
yeah,
whoever comes last. But
does that mean like everyone has?
That'd be specifically for Caitlin.
Do you mean last place punishment?
Yeah, sorry, last place.
Maybe we'll say.
What should we do to last place next year? What we need to think about this now. What should we do?
$20. We're doing buy-ins next year, everybody.
Oh, actually, I like the sound of that. To be honest,
no, we're not doing buy-ins.
Dang it!
No, Timmy. I mean, that would make us good money, but no one would pay for him. So.
Well, you just don't want me to be 2-time champ. That's all.
I don't know who's going to win next year.
All right, well, let's go for potatoes of the week here.
We'll see.
So we have from potato of the week, a Green Bay player. I don't know if any of you guys saw this. Clay Walker pushed a trainer checking on a player for like no reason. They got ejected immediately.
Yeah, that's not.
Wait, what? Who did he push?
He just pushed some random trainer helping out.
He shoved an athletic trainer.
So he just like went full
Devontae
Adams on him.
I have no idea why, but he just did. Makes no sense. Alright, well, we have the Jerk Off of the Week, also known as the Jerk of the Week. Kind of, but I don't, yeah. So, SoFi Stadium had a no tailgating rule for the College National Championship, which is just why. So that means no charcoal grills, no coolers, no nothing.
So lame.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's just lame, man. That's like part of the college football experience. You go and you tailgate.
No wonder TCU lost. All their tailgaters were gone.
Yeah, no one came.
All their tailgaters couldn't do anything.
Yeah, no kidding.
They had no fans to support.
Yeah, Super Tail of the Week in this dark time of DeMar Hamlin's injury. His toy drive, which originally had a goal of 2,500, absolutely skyrocketed to about $8 million, over $8 million, which is actually very cool. So
that's good to hear.
A little bit of positive for the negative here. And also, we have Silly Goose. Mike Tomlin just finished his 16th year with a winning season. Not a single losing season under him, so that's a dubski. That's just about it.
I checked the country charts. Country charts really not that much change this week.
Are you a country enjoyer, Brendan?
I actually no, I don't like country whatsoever. I hate to be that guy.
Oof. I mean, there's like nothing to look at on the charts this week. It's basically the.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go through the top 5 because there's not really much movement otherwise. Number 5, Heads Carolina. Number 4, What Makes My World Spin Round by Jordan Davis, dropped 2 spots. Down Home by Jimmy Allen holds tight. Number 3, Jelly Rolls, Son of a Sinner. I wouldn't even call that a country song. Is up to number 2. Another non-country song stays at number 1 with Youth Proof.
Get out of here, Youth Proof. Why are you still here?
This again, every week. So yeah, it's gonna take some like super high power. I don't see Youth Proof dropping down until Rockin' a Hard Place hits number 1.
Youth Proof is gonna be up here for so stupidly long.
Remember that song I Hope a couple years ago that was up there for like 2 years?
Yeah, this is gonna be the new I Hope. Yeah. That's
and nobody has heard of that song in a year.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's just about it.
Any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Brendan, any theological thoughts to share?
He's not Tibor.
Any philosophical questions?
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
I think Bills. I think Bills are gonna go and they're gonna crush.
I think I think it's gonna be another matchup between the Bengals and Niners.
Another?
I feel like
what?
It happened in the 80s.
I don't think the Niners are gonna beat the Bills. I think the Bills are gonna go through.
Personally, I think it's gonna. Okay, this sounds weird, but I think it's gonna be the Buccaneers.
The Bucks?
I think it's gonna be the Bucks and Chiefs.
The Bucks?
Tom Brady's gonna do something weird.
But you think Brady's going all the way?
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be okay. No, Brady's not retiring until he gets another Super Bowl.
Not until he's 85. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yes.
With Tom Brady, with what we've seen from him in the past 20 years, I wouldn't put it past him.
Like at the beginning of the season, like midway, actually, I thought it was going to be the Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys, but then obviously
Chiefs have not been so hot though.
The Chiefs have kind of fallen off. they go
Sure.
back into crunch mode, but I feel like
Don't tell Harrison that, by the way.
Patrick Mahomes he can do something.
he can sling
Pat
it,
Mahomes can always do something.
but I just don't see them getting past Joe Burrow. I feel like
That's true. That's fair.
Thing is,
the
I don't see the
Bengals have
Bengals
been
this
there.
year
Colts,
as Super Bowl contenders. I genuinely think it's gonna be Bills. I don't know who's gonna be the
See,
second
like
one up
the
there,
Bills are
though.
kind of like the Vikings for me. They're very inconsistent
The Bills
sometimes.
have motivation. The Bills
Oh,
have
true.
motivation.
The Bills seem like the
That's
most
the thing.
worthy of going up there and killing everybody.
The Bills are the most motivated, but the most motivated does not necessarily mean the best. I
Yeah.
feel like Bengals offense is clicking on all cylinders, except their kicker. But you got Jamar Chase. Those guys. I don't know that it's just Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, triple threat offense. It's
Yeah.
T Higgins, all those guys. I don't know. It feels different. I feel like that
Do you
team
have
has
like a
got something.
particular team you guys are going for?
I think Bills. I'm going for the Bills.
I'm pulling Bengals. I got my Joe
I
Burrow
just want the
jersey.
Bills to win so that I can shut up, so that people can shut up about them. Just give the Bills a win already.
For
And
the
watch
AFC,
it be watch it be
I'm
Bills
gonna
Vikings, the two teams that have lost 4 Super Bowls each.
well, one of
And
them has to win. It goes in like quadruple overtime.
call it a
Yeah.
night, go home.
That game gets canceled and postponed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is about it. We have. Thank you very much, Brendan, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Absolutely. If you want to come on again, just let us know.
All right.
We'll bring you on
Yeah,
there.
just you can ask me anytime.
All right, and we will see you all in the next episode. Like, subscribe,
Absolutely.
and do all that jazz. Keep on honking.